YouTube, how you feeling today, man? I'm feeling pretty good, man. About to head to work, man. But y'all see that game last night. Buffalo, Kansas City game. For some reason, man, I thought Buffalo was about to win that game. Buffalo should have won that game. I think Josh Allen started playing a little conservative. I think instead of just slanging the ball how he been doing, he was looking nervous, and they kept going for that tush push thing Philadelphia always do. And Buffalo been doing it a lot, but I would rather just go after Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes wasn't trying to do no tush push and all that, man. He was passing the ball at late in the game when, so they needed to get the first downs and run them out of timeouts to secure the win. He was passing the ball. Josh Allen, they act a little scary. They start acting a little scary, especially when they had the lead. When they had the lead and they had the ball, I'm thinking, okay, this finna be the play. I think Josh Allen had ran for like a 13-yard first down, and I'm thinking, okay, this is the moment. This is his moment right here where he finna go down here, score, and take the Bills to the Super Bowl. But he started playing kind of nervous looking, man. He overthrew old boy coming down the middle, and then he tried to throw a quick slant to Cooper. I just think if I would have been him in that situation, I would have just took more of control of the game. I would have just been grabbing it, running. You see what Pat Mahomes was doing? He was just grabbing the ball. He was running. I think they ran that same quarterback sneak play like 4 times where it wasn't even a sneak. He would roll out and then take off running for the first. I think he got 2 touchdowns on that play. And I think Josh Allen should have played more of that kind of game. But it's something about when Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen play against this guy. They play like they nervous, like he's going all out and they trying to play conservative. They trying to not make the mistakes. They trying to play, they play too into the game where they thinking and Pat Mahomes is just playing. And he just dap, he throwing dots over here. He's throwing it to guys he ain't threw to all season. I used to make so many bets on Juju on these apps, and he wasn't doing nothing, but he has 2 big catches in the game. P. Ryan, the running back, throw a pass to him at the end of the game to kind of secure the win. And I like how the Chiefs play. And I think to beat the Chiefs, you got to play like Burrow played. That's why Joe Burrow gives Pat Mahomes a hard time when he plays him. Because he's playing trying to win the game. He don't change how he plays as a quarterback. He just going to go out here, try to make it happen. He going to go blow for blow. Because the thing about the champ, you got to knock the champ out. You just can't beat the champ. And Joe Burrow be trying to knock him out. Josh Allen and Lamar, to me, they just play like they nervous. Like they know, we playing against Pat Mahomes. We need to play a little safer. When you don't need to play like that because that ain't what got you there. And I just knew Josh Allen was for the win it. I thought he was going to win it. I ain't invested in either or team because, my Vikings are sitting at home. But I thought Josh Allen was going to win that game. And I ain't got nothing against Pat Mahomes. I feel like he gets all the calls. And I feel like they boost him up. And they talking about if he do this 3-peat, he's going to be the GOAT. Last time I checked, Tom Brady was the GOAT. Last time I checked, Tom Brady put him out the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl. And then beat him in the Super Bowl, beat him down in the Super Bowl. So how can you take his accomplishment and jump him over Tom Brady's accomplishment? Tom Brady got 7 Super Bowls. I understand with how fast Pat Mahomes is getting the Super Bowl, but Tom Brady got 3 of his Super Bowls real early in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really his first year starting, he got a Super Bowl. And I think the next year did he get a Super Bowl? I'm not sure about that. I know the first one was the Rams. Was the second one Carolina? I think the third one was Philadelphia. They beat the Seattle, which they wasn't supposed to get that one. Then they beat the Rams again, and then they beat the Chiefs. So 7 Super Bowls. I understand people want to ride that coattail and all that, but Tom Brady is the GOAT. We need to leave that alone. What Tom Brady did, what Pat Mahomes is doing is special. But the thing about it, we always have an argument or a conversation about is LeBron or Michael Jordan the GOAT. They could have probably proved it going against each other, like, oh, he beat him. You know what I'm saying? He beat him, so you know that proves the point. Like they really played against each other. LeBron and Michael Jordan didn't get to play against each other, so we can't really see that or have that discussion. But these two guys played against each other, and one of them was older, and one of them was like a year away from retiring. So you can't. I don't even want to hear that GOAT conversation. But Pat Mahomes is a bad boy. You can put him at number 2. But I thought Josh Allen had that game, and Josh Allen looked so disappointed. And he said what he said perfect. He said perfect. You want to be the king, you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. You got to go in there and beat him. You can't play cautious. You can't play scary. You got to go in there and win that game, man, and take them out. Pat Mahomes running circles on these guys, and I don't think none of them boys can beat him. I think Lamar Jackson would have had a better chance because I feel like they more explosive. He got more weapons, and he got a running game that's unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? And I think Cook was doing pretty good. He a pretty good running back, but he ain't there Henry. You know what I'm saying? And then with the option of him and Lamar, it's kind of unstoppable. I just think when they lost against the Bills, I think it was a certain time in the game where they was blowing them boys up, and I just think the turnovers, like they fumbled her, and then Mark Andrews fumbled, Lamar Jackson fumbled, then he dropped the ball in the end zone. And I think I think the biggest fumble was Mark Andrews' fumble, because on that fumble, I think they was driving down the field to take the lead. You know what I'm saying? Take a commanding lead, because at that point in the game, I don't think they could be stopped how they was running the ball. But Josh Allen, 0-4 against Pat Mahomes. I don't think this guy can beat this guy. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it's just bad matchups. You know what I'm saying? Some people have nemesis and you never get a win against the person. I think it just styles make fights. And I just think Pat Mahomes, when he plays against these guys, he's way more comfortable. He looks more comfortable. And certain games, he run more than they do. And they more the running quarterback, which don't make no sense. So it's just letting you know Pat Mahomes will do whatever it takes to win. And you got to have that kind of mentality. And that's why Joe Burrow, who don't curl and throw caution to the wind, and a Tom Brady that's so methodical and like a surgeon that cuts you up, gives Pat Mahomes a problem. But the rest of these guys, they getting the big game and they don't play like they self. And that's just how it is. And I don't think they'll ever be. I think it's gonna take a Joe Burrow to come in here and take this guy out. We'll see what they do next year. He had a good season this year, but they didn't make the playoffs. I think good statistical season. My seatbelt alarm going off. It ain't no big deal. Hey, man, but tell me how y'all feel about the Pat Mahomes dominating these guys. And good to see y'all again, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video. And I am out. Holla.